All right, y'all. We got to go ahead and flow. Welcome in, lovelies, to the Crystaline Mars Show. Welcome in if you're new. Welcome back if you are true. I am your co-host of the Crystaline Mars Show. I am Mrs. Duublé Jones, the lady with the stones to come here and to leave us alone. And I'm a spiritual guide to assist you in this life in any way that I can. So meet us here every night on live. Also, you can head over to our website, CrystalineMars.com, for all of your spiritual tools, gems, and jewels. I did show the lovelies earlier, so I'm not going to do the most, but I'm going to just share with y'all this little snippet of all of the jewelry that I created in the past 12 hours. And, well, 24, because I created like 3 of these earrings already. But yeah, so we have some chakra earrings now available on the website. We have $10 stud earrings available on the website. We have $5 copper rings, $10 copper rings, $12 copper rings. So head over to the website, CrystalineMars.com, to get all that you need. Thank you for all of your orders that y'all have been placing. Thank y'all for y'all generous love donations that y'all have been sending in as well. Thank y'all for y'all bookings. Don't forget, we still have the 20% off of the spiritual services on CrystalineMars.com. So y'all could book over there if y'all need anything further. And thank you again to the lovelies who have been sending us gifts. Thank you, Jessica. I just got the ceramic. I just got the incense burner. We have the Amazon link down below in the description box. Hey, Mom. And in our Instagram bio, we have a gift Duublé link of things that I would love to be gifted. You know, if any of y'all want to send love. And Jessica, today I got a muumuu dress in the mail and this beautiful ceramic incense holder, and I love it, and I thank you so much. And so we're going to go ahead and flow into the show. And the message of the day caught me off guard, honestly. I was sitting with what I wanted to do, and I pulled out, I was like, okay, well, let me just pull a card and just feel the energy for the message of the day. And I pulled out the Ace of Swords in reverse, and my energy shifted because I immediately saw sailors on a boat, and they were excited because they thought they were about to like go to a certain location. But then I saw the captain of the ship like call for the I forgot the name, but I forgot what the QM, what was it? The quartersman, whatever. The ship pretty much took a detour and made an unexpected detour and took a shift. And so I was like, okay. And y'all should have seen me. I wish I could have gotten my reaction on camera, because when I pulled the card, I felt the energy, I saw the vision, and I was like, really? So the message of the day is brace yourself, prepare yourself for this unexpected turn of events. This unexpected turn of events. So it doesn't feel negative. It doesn't feel positive. It just feels indifferent. It could be positive. It does feel like it's for the positive for sure, but I don't know. I don't know. I can't really put my finger on it. This is collective, so I don't know how it's going to pan out for you. So I'm not even going to like try to like, you know, pinpoint it to this one thing. But that is the message of the day. I'm just a messenger, literally. And the message of the day is prepare yourself for this unexpected turn of events. But I am looking at the Oh Happy Day card right here. So okay, so it's some positive things, as we said. But we're going to go ahead and flow into the daily. Where is my coconut water? You lit liquor. Ho. That's crazy, bro. I'm going to tell the guys to get it. I don't know where it's at. That's the thing. God damn. Fuck. I can't send him on a dummy mission. But I could tell him just get a new one from the refrigerator. Hold on, y'all. I am fried. You said we just had the scar be prepared message the other day. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Fawn said, speaks to me, Ashe. Yeah. I said, Lee, can you bring me a coconut water toffee? That's Sunday. But I forgot about that. Oh, hell, bitch. So I don't know. Honestly, it feels like the opposite. Because remember when we picked up on that big prepare? I don't know why I like to say it. I see you still here, chill dude, too. What you got, 2 setups? But yeah, that was more of like, energy, dark energy trying to sneak in, right? Because that was Scar planning an attack. And this is more on the other side of that. So, Ashe, peace, Miss Sheba. So, the daily energy, y'all. I'm Freestyle Friday today because I didn't write down the daily energy. I just channeled it. So, I'm going to see if I can recall. I'm going to just channel as I do. And let whatever needs to come through. So, damn, I'm thirsty. It's okay because my baby boo coming. The daily energy for February 9th. Let's get into it. So we have Cancer energy showing up a lot because we have the 2. I know we are, in Aquarius season, but the 2 in numerology represents Cancer. 29, 2, 9 adds up to 11. 1 plus 1 is 2. So we have that Cancer energy there. The daily energy, 2, 9, 20, 25 adds up to 20. That 20 breaks down to 2. And so we got that 2 there. The moon is also in Cancer. So it depends on how you flow with the energy that will determine if it's going to be resistance there or if it's going to flow, honestly. And it is heavy on in what direction do you want to go. So be very intentional on this day. Be very intentional. Like, don't let the energy shift you. Like, you shift the energy. You set the tone. You put things where you want it to be. You put yourself in a place that you want to be. Right? And also, so on this day, you definitely want to start your day off with some intentional breathing or like some intentional stretching, yoga, whatever it is. Like, don't just get up and go. Don't get up and go because, again, you set the tone. That's how your day gonna be. You're gonna find yourself just going, rushing, moving, anxiety, adrenaline on a million. And it's like, hold on, like, you can have a pretty cruise control type day if you set it up that way. All right. But nonetheless, a lot of you are feeling energetically low. Interesting, though, because I feel this dual energy. Some of you feel energetically low. Some of you feel energetically high. I know I'm more so on the high end. Well, I can't say I'm more so on the high. I'm in the middle. Because like today, I rose at 7 o'clock, I was up for about 2-3 hours creating jewelry, adding it to the website. And then after that, I was like, all right, now I'm going to go ahead and doze back off. When I first rose, I thought, I was like, damn, I'm starting my day at 7 o'clock. But then after I got my work done, I was like, I'm going to go lay down for a little bit. And I ain't get up till about 2. I ain't get up till about 2. And then I was like, I want to go live for the blast. And I was like, but no. I need to take care of my house first. So I made sure I did what I needed to do with my house. And then I got on the blast. And then I cooked dinner. And then here we go again. So it does feel like that energy again tomorrow. Asante. It does feel like that energy tomorrow when it comes to self-care. Because we are entering this shadow period, this Leo full moon shadow period. Some of y'all may feel energetically low. We're just like, whoo, I don't feel like it. I'm tired. So honor that. But also, work with the energy and let's go ahead and clean up. Let's clear house and do what we can. Just don't burn yourself out. You don't have to do everything on this day. Just, starting today. Well, if you didn't start today, starting on this day, on the 9th, this would be a good time to just go ahead and start a little bit. As I was cleaning downstairs, it didn't feel like I had to really deep clean because I did some cleaning throughout the week. And I was like, this is nice. I was thinking to myself, like, what do I need to do more frequently, more often, so my cleaning days doesn't seem so strenuous? Because we have a townhouse and it's a lot of space when you talk about cleaning, like deep cleaning. And I was like, what can I do so I don't have to like deep clean like in one day like this? And so some of y'all may just find that too, like, that you need to like start doing more on a daily basis, like maintenance type stuff, just to make it easier. But nonetheless, back to the daily energy. This will be a good day for you to really just rest, recover, recharge, clean a little bit, chill a little bit, move around a little bit, sleep a little bit. Take your little bath, right? Your little bath, your spiritual bath. Conducting some rituals as well, because we do have this 9 energy here. And so that the warriors were coming through. I do not like my head wrap. Don't be distracted, y'all. The warrior energy is coming through for sure. I channeled Sekhmet when I was doing a YouTube when I was doing a YouTube video. So doing your banishing rituals on this day, your protection rituals, your releasing rituals, going ahead and start burning your candles. If any of y'all want to work with like 5-day candles, 7-day candles, this would be a good day to go ahead and start. So it could burn throughout this shadow period. And I also channel, it'll be a good day for spiritual study as well. If any of y'all did want to purchase any rituals on CrystalineMars.com to work with this energy, I would recommend a Cut and Clear, Heal in the Past, and Deeply Rooted. They are 20% off at the moment. The crystals for the day are Moonstone, Pyrite, Citrine, and the colors are yellow, blue, and white. So y'all go ahead and drop y'all yellow, blue, and white hearts down below in the comments, so we may synchronize and open our hearts. I was talking to Brother Logas about this the other day, and he was just sharing with me how I don't need to put so much energy into trying to see like no, he was just saying, he did say that, but that don't matter. What he said was, when you do your collective readings, you can only see what they allow you to see, you know, as open as they are, that's as much as you're going to be able to see. So, and I was like, that's facts, because I know it'd be times where I'd be pulling a million cards trying to really like get deeper and deeper, and I was like, I never looked at it like that. Like, I can only see what they allow me, and obviously if I dug deep enough, I could see beyond what you allow, but do I want to use that much energy? So I said all that to say, and no, I don't. So like I said, when y'all engage in the comments, I know some of y'all are more introverted, some of y'all are like, you know, you don't like to say too much, and it's okay. You don't got to tell me your life story. You don't got to say amen or something, but just even dropping a little heart, you know, leaving the declaration, little things like that helps me help you. Okay, it helps me help you. It helps me see what you may not see. It helps me confirm what you already know. So that's part of why it's important that we tap in and do the little commenting and stuff like that. So thank y'all. I see our hearts. It's so cute. I love the blues. Ah, y'all know I'm a sucker for colors, man. I don't know if I secretly like if the colors is like for the tapping and the energy, or if it's more so for me to see the colors. But either way, I love it. My mom said, so do you just sit the Palo Santo on top of that new gift? Are you talking about the ceramic holder? So I would probably have to fill it up with some sand, but essentially, yes, I would need to put some sand in it to kind of give it some height though. But yeah, it'll be kind of tilted. Peace, sign film. So we about to get into our collective reading. See, this is good timing, 9:10. But that's interesting, because usually when I start at 9, I think I started at 8:55 today though, because when I start at 9, it'd be like we don't get into collective until like 9:20. But today was, I guess, a flow day, so I should. All right, y'all, so let me take a sip real quick. Peace, Soraya. I love your name. I remember with my daughter, I wanted to name her Sarai at first, but we ended up going with Layla. Okay. She'll do it in that damn emoji. Peace, Tiandra. I ain't forget about you, babe. All right, so let's see what we got for the collective. Let's start with the Odysseus deck. You said, okay, girl, I used the shell on my table and it burned the table. Oh, Lord. Really? That's interesting. Oh, I feel bad because I guided you to do that. That's interesting because I got a shell too. Is yours like my size? And I used it only once on the shell, but it didn't burn through. Oh, man, that's fried. So yeah, I would recommend a bowl. And that's why I like the sand too, because it provides like a little base for it. That's so fried. Shiva said Miss Duüblé Jones is the real deal. Make sure you tap in if you want the truth. Ashay, thank you. Y'all share this live too. You said that's my go-to emoji. Hey, Masterpiece. You're having a blast right now, Ashay. So let's see what we got. Oh yeah, I meant to tell y'all too. So tomorrow we will be, I will be doing the show a little earlier around, because he said we're going to be around 5:30. So around 4:00 p.m. Eastern time, we are going to be pushing the Crystaline Mars show up because we're going to be celebrating, well, not celebrating, but it's Super Bowl night. It's Super Bowl night, so we're going to be spending time with my in-laws, and so we will not be on live at night. We won't be on live at night. we will be live between around 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern time for the Crystaline Mars show on February 9th. So y'all meet us here. Okay? I share. Mastery said, my lover mad at me. He a Libra. Yoga said, definitely just text the dance emoji. You said, what I do, babe? What did you do? You said, I love that name, Layla, too. Ashe, thank you. Yes, y'all turn on your notifications, nonetheless. And Brother Logas, he's not going to be doing his segment, so it's just going to be me. It's just going to be a quick little check-in, message of the day, daily energy, tarot tea time, and Q&A, and we're going to close out. 4 p.m. tomorrow. Got it? Yep. See y'all then. All right, so let's see what we got. Y'all, bitch, it feel like, hold on, my hair wrap like squeezing my eyes or something. Okay. I really don't like this wrap either. I don't like this style either, but it's okay. We're going to make it do the do. Because I don't got time. Okay, come on. What we got for the collective? What is the perspective for the collective? I just want one. I just want one. Oh, we got a new one. Inlay. I believe that's how you say. Inlay. And it reads, Inlay. The Odisha of health and healing is both a healer and a warrior. Okay, come through for the energy tomorrow. Known for his deep connection to water. Okay, Cancer. He brings balance and restoration. Okay, full moon. Inlay's guidance encourages you to nurture your physical and spiritual health, seeking harmony throughout healing and self-care. So this is definitely in alignment for the daily energy. Thank you so much, Miss Tawanda. But this is definitely the energy for tomorrow. So some of you, I don't know if you want to screenshot it, but connecting with Inlay, I am new to his energy, so I have to do my own research. But Inlay, I-N-L-E, he showed up to help with this healing energy. As it says, it's his connection to the water, and we talked about how it's going to be a lot of water energy tomorrow because all of those twos, and the moon in Cancer as well. He brings balance and restoration. We talked about that, with this full moon recovery energy. And most importantly, nurture your physical and spiritual health. So that's the theme for tomorrow. That's why we talked about the self-care. So that's for physical and spiritual. That's why I'm like, let's take some time out to start our day off. You said Ola Kun as well. Ashe. Helen, while we at it, Yemiya, right? Can't forget. Even Oshun, right? But yeah, so that's why I said it's important that we set our day off intentionally. Start our day off intentionally with like some us time, with some intentional us time to set the tone here. And nonetheless, throughout your day, don't forget to take some time for you. Don't forget to take some time for you, because some of y'all may be working. I'm seeing somebody like move around, and it's like, okay, stop and get something to drink or stop and get something to eat. Like, don't forget to take care of yourself in the midst of the day. Even if you at home doing stuff, cleaning all day, like it's okay to take a little 5-minute break. Make sure you take care of yourself at this time and nurture your body and spirit physically. All right, so let's see. So I want to know about this message of the day, bitch. Hold on, because, okay, buddy, come out. But hold on. Whoa. So let's talk about the message of the day, because I want to know. Joe headed. So what's up with this buckle up? This unexpected turn of events? Like, tell me more. I like to know. Why am I trying to shuffle this big deck like this? All right, let me see. Come on, abundance, money scratcher. All right. Talk to me nice. Don't talk to me twice. Yeah. Okay. Can you read it? Can you read it backwards? Look at the cheese, the pepperonis. Bitch, pay raise. Pay raise. Let me pull some more cards. I show you masterpiece. Hold on. Welcome to the good life. Oh, can y'all read this backwards? Squidward! Sweet life manifesto. And on the back is resilience. So, some of y'all may be facing some adversity right now. Some people may be getting on your damn nerves. It just feel like the enemy just trying to come through and bring some bitters. Yes, because the bitters on the back. Right? There may be some bitter betties on your back. Hot ass breath. Move. Move. Because this is on the horizons sooner than later. Somebody is about to get a call back from a job. I'm seeing a job fair. Right? But we got the pay raise here. So we got the resilience and we got the bitters. So to those of you who are facing adversity right now, to those of you who are trying to embrace or create some sweetness, you like, bitch, all I see is lemons. All I see is lemons. Where is the sugar? Where is the sweetness? Where is the sugar? Right? To those of you who are struggling with seeing the beauty, with seeing the purpose, with seeing the sugars and the sweets, Spirit's like, have you on the resilience. Like, you're gonna bounce back. It gets better than this. It gets better than this. It does. But you gotta embrace the bitters. Period. And even when it comes to this bitters, it's something about somebody's sugar blood level. So hold on, we got a quick little health talk. This is for my seasoned lovelies. And some of y'all may not even be seasoned. And when I say seasoned, I mean like our 1950 Sims, you know, our 1965s. That was my mom and my daddy year. But you know, it's something about somebody's blood sugar, something like that. You may need to go or the damn blood pressure, right? The salts and the sugars, right? You might need to embrace the little blandness a little bit. Embrace the flavors. Savor the flavor. And you over here like, where the salt? It's missing something. It's missing. What you got? What you got? Okay, come on. He said, big money grip over here. Claim it. With your name on it, God's got a blessing. All right, let's see what we got. Come on. What's up? What's up? What's up? So we got protection prayer. So we got bitters, we got resilience, we got protection prayer, we got pay raise, we got sweet life manifesto. So, okay. So, yeah. So with this protection prayer, I'm definitely getting, this is the time, you know, like I talked about with this full moon energy, this is the time where you want to kick that energy out. Karate, kick it out your space, because I'm feeling like this succubus energy here. I'm literally seeing a demon enter somebody's home and get comfortable. That can be metaphorically. That can be literally. Some of you may need to like smudge your house, mop your floors, hit your corners, put some salt in your corners of your house and things like that. But energetically, it does feel like some funky energy is just trying to come in to sabotage whatever this is that's coming in for you. And like I said, it may happen through people too. You know, misery Marys and bitter Bettys and stuff like that. And it's like, some of y'all may literally just be over it. Some of y'all may be over it where you like, you're not doing too well when it comes to managing your emotions, because somebody or something could have just been bothering you for a long time. And it's like the bully where you're like, bruh, like I'm about to let you have it. But Spirit wants you to remember how much you have to lose and how much you have to gain and how much you have gained. And it's like, what you arguing with the phone? I'm not about to argue with you. Let's see. Somebody also has like a bitter ex or something like that. We've been tapping into that bitter ex energy lately. Let me see. What's up, though? We got moon work, so confirmation of what I just said, and we have self-love on the back. And I said that it's important that we like cleanse our energy and things like that because they're just jealous because you... Come on, Golden Child with the Cleo soul in the background. But when I saw the protection prayer, I saw somebody have a bank load of money. This could be metaphorically or literally, and it's like you weren't on top of your stuff. You weren't tracking your payments, your transactions, or something like that. And somebody like leaked into your stuff. So I pray that that doesn't happen to anyone. But it was more so like security. Like make sure you lock your stuff up. Make sure you monitor your stuff as well. Wow. This song is definitely in alignment. Wow. Okay. Said you got your Palo Santo burning. I be wanting to burn mine, but it get real smoky. And I love the smoke, but on a live, it just gets too smoky to where you can't even see. So what else we got here? We got marriage, but let's let it pop out. Things will take off faster than expected. Don't try to control. Things will take off faster than expected, so don't try to control here. So we talked about the turn of events, right? And there are going to be some things, and yeah, because there may be some things that it seems like it's out of your favor. Like it could be like rejection or denial or something like that. The rejection or denial, and you may be frustrated, like, bro, like, why can't we do that, or why can't I do that, or why this, you know? And Spirit's just like, really cultivate this peace when it comes to things that say no to you, when it comes to the people that say no to you. Okay? Like, just let it be what it is. Like, if this one job say, oh, well, we can't accept you because of so-and-so or whatever, and it's like, okay. And just like literally, you may naturally want to feel these other emotions, but literally like trust the process. Be like, okay, I'm gonna just keep applying, and I know that there is a spot already for me. It's just a matter of me finding it. It's a matter of me aligning with it. It's a matter of me not giving up on my vision here. And that could be for anything. It don't have to be about a job, right? And I just heard it's not a no. You just keep asking the wrong. No, you're not doing anything wrong. You're just asking the wrong people. So that has something to do with like marketing or some kind of like applications where it's like you're just applying at the wrong places. You know, people keep saying no, or this energy keeps trying to block you, and maybe you just need to pivot. Because there's sometimes we try to bogart ourselves, we try to debo ourselves into certain rooms, into certain relationships, into certain jobs, thinking that's what we want. But there is something less stressful. There is something that pays more. There is something that is in alignment with our desires. There is something or someone that accepts us for us, that loves us, that adds value to us. You know what I mean? And so don't force anything. No force. Like, just sit back and coast. Passenger seat, cruise control type energy. You just know what direction you want to go in, and allow for everything to allow for you to be placed there. But it's a journey though, yeah, because I'm seeing somebody look at the maps, the old maps. Like, y'all know back in the day we used to print the what was it called, y'all? What was it that we used to print the maps? What was it called? Before Google's Maps was a thing. What was it called? MapQuest. I'm seeing MapQuest. I'm seeing MapQuest. So I'm not exactly sure what is the MapQuest. What's the MapQuest? Okay, so with the MapQuest, I'm just seeing the resources. I'm seeing resources because in order for you to print, you got to have a printer. In order for you to print, you got to have the ink, right? In order for you to print, you also have to have a computer that the printer can connect to. So something may be leading you to a place, to a space. And so it's all serving its purpose. It's all serving its purpose. But you're definitely getting closer. You're getting closer. So again, if you made the wrong turn, or if something closes the door on you, or somebody closes the door on you, it's like, okay, maybe you just need to turn around. Like you're in the right hallway, you're right there, but you just needed to like turn. Like not A but B, not B but C, not C but D. It's one of these four. It's one of these four doors. So Spirit's calling for you to just be still again and knock on each door. Knock on each door, and you will know which one feels right for you. Because when I said knock on the door, some energy opened the door and it didn't feel good. It was like, woo. And then it's another door. Bitch, we gotta do a spiritual exercise. We ain't got time today. We gotta bring these spiritual exercises back. Because this is the kind of stuff we could be doing. But yeah. And then there's another door though, and nobody's gonna open it for you. You're gonna knock on all doors, and you're waiting for everybody else to open doors. You're waiting for everybody else to like put you on, or for something outside of you to do it. But then when you actually take matters into your own hands, say, hey, I'm gonna look, or hey, I'm gonna call in and be like, excuse me. That's when you're gonna open the door for yourself and see like, oh shoot, I didn't even have to knock. I just needed to know what door it was that I needed to open, and it was already unlocked. It was already unlocked. I shake Jazz, thank you. He said, MapQuest, I feel old for remembering that. No, facts. Facts. I shake Master P said, delayed, not denied, for sure. So we have the no accountability. They will never see themselves. It was in reverse. So somebody may actually be starting to see themselves. Somebody may be starting to see like a thread, a pattern. Okay. But we have act stupid. They don't need to know you're informed here. That's been coming out a lot too. Act stupid. They don't need to know you're informed. So this is just you being intentional with how much you share and what you share. Because you may know something and something come to you, and Spirit's like, just be like, what? Like it was news to you. It was news to you. But it's something about, it's something, you're about to be the talk of the town, talk of the city, talk of the job, talk of the family, or something like that. We about to see what's going on. Talk of the church, bitch. Talk. Let's see what this talk is about. What's this talk energy that I'm picking up on? What's this talk energy for collective? Oh, you said I was so tired, but I got a yes today. Delayed, not denied. Oh my gosh, yay. So we have overwhelming love and support. Okay, nice. So with this talk, this could be good talk. This could be positive talk, you know, about people referring you. People, you know, speaking of highly of you, and your character, or how good of a worker you are, or how good you are with certain things or certain people. But then we have the stalemate here on the back too. So of course the dual energy, because I keep tapping into Gemini, which is ruled by Mercury. And why y'all ain't check me earlier? Earlier I said that Mercury went direct in Taurus, and it was definitely Uranus went direct in Taurus, but it's okay. Anyway. So yeah, some stalemate energy. Stalemate energy is essentially an energy that is stagnant, that is stuck, that ain't going nowhere. Okay, and so this could be dual, and that may be also why you need to do some protection as well. Somebody is very prophetic, very healing. You may be able to tap into like just tap into people's energy. Like you could just read their story or just feel what they're feeling. You could feel what they're feeling, and they ain't got to say nothing. And you're like, yeah, you got this going on, or this happened. And they're like, how do you know that? Somebody may be like freaking flabbergasted. Like, how did you know that? How did you know that? And you're just like, I don't know. I don't know. But even with this act stupid, they don't need to know you're informed. On the other side, some of y'all may be picking up on stuff. picking up on stuff, hearing people speaking from trauma-based places, from inner child wounds or whatever. And you just like, you see beyond what they're trying to present, and Spirit's like, you don't got to make an announcement. Just take note and move accordingly. Take note and move accordingly. You don't got to be like, excuse me, I know this about you, or I see this about you, or maybe you said, it's like, that was for you. That was for you. But let's get back to the message of the day. Because, okay, so we got a Sweet Life Manifesto. We got the overwhelming love and support. Oh my gosh. Interesting, because I'm going back to the boat now. Remember I told you I saw it turn? But I'm seeing two visions. I'm seeing one vision where the boat was going to pull in, and it was like a little bit of people waiting pier side. But then wherever you're going, it's like hella people. Like, I just got the chills. It's like a freaking it's miles and miles of support here. So this could have been where, like, you know, maybe right now where you are, you may feel like a little bit of support, a little bit of love, but something's about to come through even heavier here. It does feel like it's up to you. Yeah, because I'm hearing partner, let me upgrade you. This could have to do with this up leveling, this timeline shift, this new reality here, where you're really going to feel seen and just in alignment with the energy of love. Some of y'all are going to have a clean slate too, like just brand new, fresh energy. It's like, I'm grateful for this reset. You know, it may be new territory. You might have to get to know new people or something like that. But it's like, I'm glad I'm not where I was, because that was sickening. They was sickening. I could grow now. I could make more money. I could spend more time doing different things that I love, you know. Peace, Acunify. So we have Pisces energy. We have clean your home and clear your mind. And we have divorce. Yeah. So the Pisces represents the ending as well. But Pisces also is connected to spirituality as well. Clean your home, clear your mind. So some of you also have a higher perspective when it comes to your spiritual beliefs or your spiritual understandings of energy, of deities, of gods, of entities. But some of you, your vision is getting more clear as well. If this hadn't happened already, this is where you're going to be seeing available timelines. You're going to be seeing available timelines. And you can align with any one of them. It's just certain things that will be required. Okay, Ashe. Spirit's pulling me back too. There are some things that you are not necessarily meant to do in this life. Okay, there are certain things that you are not necessarily meant to do in this life, because Pisces, I was kind of getting pulled with the Pisces energy. Pisces has very, very beautiful energy when it comes to like spirituality, when it comes to healing, when it comes to wisdom and empathy and compassion and love and things like that. But again, Pisces can also, we talked about this a little earlier, Pisces can also get, be very far gone, get ahead of themselves when it comes to just what is actually possible. So you may have some very far-fetched dreams, and I ain't trying to pour water on nobody's dreams, and I'm not here to tell you what you are not going to do this life, what you can't do this life. But I will say that not everything is necessarily, not every path or every desire of your heart is necessarily aligned with this life. Hold on. Something about tonsils. I'm not sure if somebody has a dentist visit soon. That may just be something coming through just for confirmation that this message is for that person. But with this divorce though as well, like I said, you're moving out of a place. There is a separation happening. And so Spirit's like, clean your home, like we talked about with this full moon energy. Go ahead and give it the boot. Go ahead and give it the boot here. Some of you really need to cut somebody off. Somebody needs to cut somebody off. This feels like a comfortable person, like somebody who, like, you know, ain't going to the next level with you, or they don't love you like, wait, they don't love you like I love you. They don't really love you like that or something like that. I don't know what this is, a situationship or something, but they all in your energy, blocking you energetically. Okay? And it could be just blocking you from feeling certain stuff. You know, they got you all unfocused, all in your energy. You over here thinking about them. So somebody really need to get cut off. Somebody really need to get cut off. Let they ass go. This feels like it's somebody who wishy-washy anyway. They off and on, they gone, then they here. And you up and down with they ass, with that Pisces water energy. You up and down. Waiting head ass. So this divorce, somebody was married twice, or this person was married twice. Somebody may have 2 kids or something like that, but I'm getting 2s. This person, or you may have 2 people or something like that. I don't know what the hell this is, but if you don't see it in your future for real, go ahead and cut it off. Like, what are you lying to yourself for? Why are you dragging it on? Why are you dragging it on? Why are you dragging them on? Why are you letting them drag you? Because low-key, I feel like you being dragged, honestly. I can't, and you could try to make yourself sound good, like, oh, well, I'm just holding on to it because I get so-and-so out of it, or but they slick got you, like, put it in their hands, for real. So, you know who I'm talking to, if that definitely resonates with you. Because you slick low-key in love or something like that, or you slick low-key waiting for something with this Pisces energy, daydreaming head ass, fantasy dream lover bitch. And this don't have to be just around a love situation. This could be around a job situation or whatever. Like, whatever is in your reality that you are not accepting as truth. Like, what is your reality showing you? What are the people telling you? What are the people showing you? Okay? Because they may be telling you one thing, but it's showing you where they really at. Your job over here, like, oh, you're our best worker. We love you. Don't go. Bitch, well, where my pay raise at? Where my pay raise at? Why wouldn't I have little simple requests? They not honored. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, you just saying whatever to keep me comfortable. Or no. You're saying whatever to pacify me. You're just trying to pacify me. No. Something about Philly. We got kindred spirits, twin flame, soul tribe. So this could have something to do with somebody twin flame here, but we got manifestations coming into fruition in the back. We got kindred spirits, soul tribe, twin flame. Some of you may actually be aligning with your soul mate. Like this person who is literally like a part of your soul. Literally a part of your soul, but with this kindred spirit, we got the love, overwhelming love and support soul tribe here. Like I said, remember I talked about the ship pulling into the pier, and it's a freaking mile of people here. But we have the manifestations coming into fruition here. Yo, like, I'm so happy for y'all, man. I'm so happy for y'all, but y'all gonna have to take some risks. Y'all gonna have to do some scary stuff. You're gonna have to do some scary stuff. You're gonna have to go against the grain. You're gonna have to make some uncomfortable moves. You're gonna have to say some uncomfortable stuff. Somebody was a hairstylist, beautician, because when you said Philly, I saw cheesesteak, and then I heard greasy, and then I just saw hair grease. So, I don't know. Maybe somebody just had a Philly cheesesteak or something like that. The initials AW as well. What we got here? The song that's playing in the background is Childhood Memories. So this could be like some childhood stuff or some young stuff, some stuff that you was that's been with you for a long time. That's just like it's you holding on to it, like I said, because it's some kind of like resonance there. You say hair grease, yeah, that's what I saw. We got extend grace in reverse. So somebody's grace period, something's... Remember, I want y'all to take this as a resonance. That's why I keep... Uh-oh. My bad, YouTube. You said I ate a Philly cheesesteak tonight. Oh, you did. Was it good? You made a cheesesteak tonight too? Okay, so there we go. There go the cheesesteak energy. Owen said, Graffiti said, like the live if it resonates. For sure. All my cheesesteak heads, like the live, okay? But with the extend grace, I keep saying somebody, something, because I want y'all to take it as it resonates. But something is past its grace period, right? When you have an appointment, them businesses, them doctor's appointments, they'll give you 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, depending on the company or whatever. And then after that, bitch, you got to reschedule. You got to reschedule. And so this is somebody need to close shop. You over here waiting. Well, they're a little late. They ain't come yet. This actually, you know, we said delay, not deny. This might be something you need to deny. And say, you know what? I'm not about to wait after hours for you to come. I gave you an opportunity. I stayed long enough. I even called to check in. And that's another thing too. Because some of y'all are fighting for something or somebody who don't want you or ain't fighting for you. Some of y'all doing damn rituals and shit like that. And it's like, bitch, hold the fuck up. They don't love you like you love them. Wait. So with this extend grace period in reverse, this is just confirmation. It's time to go. They had enough grace and took up enough motherfucking space. You said you had a chicken jar for real. Come on, we got abundance. So here it go full circle. We got get some rest. We got abundance and we got get some rest here. So remember when I first started the reading and my hand started itching. And it was the abundance card that was right there at the top of the deck. And we have to get rest. Aren't we talking about that too? Put something to rest. Let your ass rest. Because the abundance is coming through. Overwhelming energy is coming through. A lot of stuff is going to take off. You're going to be moving before you know it. You know what I mean? Wow. You're going to love it there. You're going to love it there. You may think you like it here because some of y'all are like, you know what? Everything, pretty much everything for real. It may be like little minor stuff, but for real, you might be like, for real, everything is everything. And if you like it here, bitch, you're going to love it there. So, I would definitely just take inventory energetically. Don't just get so fixated on the physical, on what you see and what you don't see. But what do you feel? What do you not feel? What do you want to feel? What do you want to be revealed? Let's shift our energy there and just watch how things unfold for you. We have Slow, the song Slow. The name Amber may be significant. Nirvana. I don't know what's Nirvana. Ain't that a place or is that a movie or something? We got change and we got unexpected income. Blanco said, I can't wait to love it there. No, for sure. Y'all had a Philly cheesesteak. At the vegan burger place, they had like mushroom, like a vegan version of the mushroom or of the Philly with mushrooms. And I was like, I don't know. I've had like meat replacement kind of meals, but I was like, I don't know about no mushroom Philly. Let's see what we got. Anybody going to Atlanta? I just wanted to do a check-in real quick. Anybody going to Atlanta or anybody from Atlanta coming to Virginia? Just want to do a check-in. It could be any time throughout the year. Remember I asked y'all a few weeks ago, ain't nobody said nothing, so I was just saying it again. If y'all ever go to Atlanta and you are in the Hampton Roads area, like please just get me a wrap from Cecili's. Like DM me, email me. I will tip you generously. I'll buy you a wrap. Definitely, I might donate some gas money, bitch. Like, for real, I'm dead serious. So I just wanted to check in to see if anybody had, like, an ATL trip pop up. I'm dead serious. Y'all know I play a lot, and I don't play, but I'm not playing right now. You said I want to? Let me know. What did Leah say? Let me know. Let me know. Y'all should have seen me. I went to the damn website, like, do y'all ship? I went to the website the other day, like, do y'all ship? You said your sister lived there. That don't do me no good. My sister lived there too. I was kind of sad when we went to Georgia because my sister that lived there, that's the one who won't fuck with me like that. And I was like, damn, I wish I fucked with you. I wish you fucked with me because I fuck with you, but you don't fuck with me. And damn, bitch, I wanted to fucking sub, bitch. I wanted to fucking rap. Shit. We met in Savannah and she just came with attitude. Bitch, you could have came with a rap. Dang. You came with attitude. What a rap. Shoot, I was blowed. Whoa! Jazz said I'm 1.5 hours away. Y'all, but are y'all coming to Virginia though? You said you going to Atlanta next month? Laugh out loud. We just met. Who just met? You 5.5. You an hour and a half away from where? Jazz, don't get me excited. Okay, are you in Virginia? You an hour and a half away from Atlanta? Like, be clear, my dear. Y'all from there? Oh, that ain't helping me. Dang. Okay, come on. Let me see what the cards gonna say. Oh, what we got? You from Atlanta? Ashana. My brother guys into the room, so we just gonna close out in a minute. Hold on. I was looking online to see how they make it and stuff, but I don't want to make it. I want the real deal. What we got here? We got thief. I'm a thief in the night. What's this? What's this thief energy? We got courtship. Heart clutch. Thief, courtship. Okay. So again, somebody in a damn way. This is just confirmation. Somebody in a damn way blocking here. Somebody blocking here. This feels like it's connected to the energy that need to get cut off. Soon as you want to leave, then here they go. I'm down on bending knees. Move out the way. Somebody could be an Aquarius, a Libra, Cancer. Move. Nah. Nah. Just got said you made my day-to-day household because you got your package, Ashay. I'm just guessing. That's what you talking about? You said I'm a little minute away, but I'm trying to get there. Y'all let me know. I just want to know. What's this? We got false person. I told you I'm down on bending knees. Move out the way. Move out the way. Courtship, thief. Okay, so this is just a message for all to be just mindful of the deception, like, you know, and not you necessarily looking for the red flags, but just don't ignore them either. But also, it's nothing wrong with looking for the duality in things. It's just like, and expect people to be who they are. Expect people to be who they are. Because I'm just seeing like the thief, like, don't have high expectations, especially when a person shows you who they are. Why are you over here expecting or hoping that they come through with something different than what they've been coming through with? Like, they are who they are. We don't change. Who we are does not change. Okay? So definitely don't be a fool now. April 8th may be significant. August 4th. April 6th. But we about to close out with our declaration. Hold on. Yeah, we got main female here. That's that Cancer energy. So it's like heavy on the end. We got the 9. Tomorrow is the 9th, ain't it? We got the 2-9. So y'all definitely tap into the daily energy. Run it back. I did post it on YouTube as well. But I'm about to close out with our declaration. You said I'm geeked about tomorrow? Oh, what'd you say? You said yeah, and the blast was lit today. Ashay. All right. Oh, you said you geeked about the Kendrick Lamar? Ashay. What we got? Okay, so the declaration of the day is, I finish what I start. I finish what I start. Are you bored or boring? Get back into the flow. You are ignoring so much of your life. Don't beat yourself up for being lazy or allow perfectionism to block you. Ashay. So I finish what I start. Y'all go ahead and spam the comments with the declaration, and we're now about to transition over to the spiritual lesson. And I'll see y'all in the comments. Ashay, Ashamans. Kyla said, oh yeah, I forgot we got an appointment. Kyla, thank you for reminding me. Even though it's in my calendar, I forgot. I'm going to see you tomorrow, Kai. I say y'all. Hold on, let me move you there. I gotta get you back. Gotta say this true. I gotta get you back if it's the last thing I do. Okay. I say. It's on you, baby. Yeah.
Peace, family.
Grace.
Today's lesson is unconditional love. Right? What is unconditional love? It is an acceptance. Of maybe you have unconditional love for a particular person, a particular thing, or maybe all things, right? Maybe you're trying to live a life of unconditional love for all aspects. Unconditional love is an acceptance. Then, if you're trying to live a life of unconditional love, it is an acceptance of all things, of all people, of all self, right? No matter the condition that the being is in, the person is in, that you are in, the situation, how it helps you, how it hurts you, etc. Right? It is an unconditional love, right? Now, there's nothing saying that love requires you to do something positive for the thing or the person that you love, right? Love does not require a certain type of action. Love is merely just the state of acceptance, maybe of desire, as well as of connection and of understanding. And when we're talking about an unconditional love, we're talking less about desire and more about acceptance as well as understanding, fully accepting and fully understanding a thing, a place, a scenario, a circumstance, a being, a person, an entity, or what have you. Right. Now, somebody might have the perspective on unconditional love, meaning that you are going to maybe always forgive somebody, which in unconditional love, yes, you also forgive everyone. You forgive all things. But that forgiveness comes in the form of the heart. You forgive based on the heart. Now, what your body physically does, the choices that you physically make are not, obligated to go in a certain direction. For instance, like when you think about angels, an angel that's following God, per se, right, does not have any hate in their heart, right? They have nothing but unconditional love of God in their heart. But they will smite, they will destroy a person, another deity or entity, even another angel, if that's what's called upon, by God, if that's what the order is given, right? That does not take away from the love in their heart. They believe they are doing what they're doing because that's what needs to be done, not out of hate, but out of love, right? Out of that unconditional love, right? A person could, just like, if you punish a child, you do it out of love. Why? Because you're punishing that child to assist them in their growth, in their transformation. Same thing would happen if when you're punishing a criminal. You're punishing that criminal to assist them in their realignment, in their growth. Even if that punishment goes to death. Because we never truly die. So you are assisting them in their transition, in their growth. Right? Now, whether or not, someone deserved this punishment or that punishment, that can be discussed or talked about. I just want you to understand that unconditional love is based on acceptance, understanding, and on justice. On justice. All reactions and actions based out of unconditional love is for the idea of connecting with others, whether it be other beings or other objects, with nature, with your environment, with energy. It's about connecting, it's about growth, it's about realignment. It's about protection of those alignments, of purities. That's where unconditional love is based on. And the forgiveness is always in the heart. So no matter if you punish someone or don't punish someone, buy something for someone or don't buy something for someone, the forgiveness comes in the form of the heart. What you see outside of the heart is irrelevant. If you have to destroy an enemy in order to protect your family because that enemy is irate, because that enemy is lost control of their will and seem to have let another entity, take over them, you can very well destroy that enemy with all the unconditional love and forgiveness in your heart. And if you truly accept that being, that person that is the enemy, right? Not enemy by energy, but just by enemy by the physical, what they're doing and what they represent. If you have that forgiveness, in your heart, in that acceptance and that full understanding, then not only are you protecting, you will realize that not only are you protecting your family, but you're protecting that being, because when a being murders and kills another being, especially a human being, no matter how quote unquote sick and sadistic that person is, their soul can never be that. So if they are embarking in such a lifestyle, it is every time they are to end someone's life on purpose or even on accident, but we're talking about on purpose here, it damages one's soul. It damages it further than it already was damaged. So you're also doing them a favor by exacting justice on them, which brings a certain level of peace to them. It brings a peace to their soul to know that I have been stopped. This vessel has been stopped. It needed to be stopped. It was out of control. It brings a certain level of peace to their soul, that justice has prevailed. It also assists them with stopping the continual damage on their soul, so that they can start over, so they can go back and try again. Which you can only come to that understanding, to that acceptance, to that realization, to that forgiveness, if you truly are practicing unconditional love. The part of that unconditional love is accepting people for who they are and seeing people for who they are. whether that be in relationships, romantic relationships, friendships, family ships, partnerships, employeeships, right? You hire somebody and you know they're very talented maybe when it comes to sales, but you also know that they are they have the energy to mess up a lot, to be like, rough around the edges, to be late, to not quite do things by the book, to say some off the wall things from time to time, to make some mistakes. But you already understand that. You can see them for who they are. Unconditional love is actually the most judgmental form of love. Because when you reach a point of unconditional love, you don't even need to, true unconditional love, you don't need to get to know the person to know exactly who they are. You can just see them. Soon as they walk in a room, you know who they are. The first time you meet them, you know exactly who they are. Because you really don't need to get to know anybody. All the energy of who they are is written inside of them. The code is there. Your heart just has to be open enough to see it and to accept it. And then from there, you can see their strengths, their weaknesses. And you can decide whether or not they are a good enough person for the job. We're talking about employees. Good enough person for the job, or good enough person to be your lover, or to be your friend. But it might just be you might be just choosing based off preference. But either way, you might not choose them not because they're not a good person, but maybe you prefer a different type of situation. But you still accept them and understand who they are. And you might choose another being who has a lot of imperfections that you see, but you've accepted that, you move past that, you're going to go forward with that person either way, and you have that, with that unconditional love, you understand, you accept, and you forgive already in your heart. It does not mean that at any moment later down the road, you can't just let them go. But these are the different possibilities, capabilities, and scenarios when it comes to unconditional love. Now, probably the hardest aspect of mastering unconditional love is that is trying to practice unconditional love on self at the same time with everyone else. So in order to do that, you must have unconditional love for yourself first. In order to have unconditional love for yourself first, you must understand self. You must forgive self. You must accept self. The most important one, the biggest one, is probably understand. People never really truly forgive or accept self, even if they think they have. You truly never forgive and accept self until you fully understand who self is. And understanding who self is includes knowing who you were in every past life, knowing where all the splits and the fragments of your soul exist, knowing all the aspects of your birth chart, your karmic chart, knowing your history, your family history, your ethnic history, and all the other ethnic groups' history. It means you have to pull yourself back together fully. You have to actually, you can never truly know thyself until you've pulled thyself back together and completely, meaning completely have healed the soul. It is at that point where you will truly understand what unconditional love is. Otherwise, anything else that we may say, or even that I may say, is only an aspect of unconditional love, is only a clumsy definition of unconditional love. It's not its truest essence until you completely heal one soul and draw it back into one piece. Ashe. So that is today's spiritual lessons. Now going to the Q&A or into any spiritual clearance.
Ashillings. I say, Tiandra, you like your little space, don't you? You like being in your little bubble. You're like, I love it over here. It's just me and my own energy. Okay, so that iPad died, so I gotta get a charger.
Peace, family. Peace over to Facebooks. It's Tiandra Smith. Peace over to the OGs on IG, as well as the YouTubers. Appreciate all the likes, shares, and subscribes, as well as all the super chats. Shame. I'll give y'all a minute or two to decide if there's anything you want to throw into the chat. Any questions? Peace to Graffiti. Ashe. Peace to Focus Major and Melanated Queen 90. And to lovely Sadie's.
And don't forget, y'all, to meet us, to turn your notifications on. We're going to be doing the day show instead of the night for tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow we will, or Duublé will do the day show instead of our typical late, early night show. Okay. As the Eagles play the Chiefs, as the energy of, well, we could say, in one sense, it's, America versus the indigenous, all right? Or we can say the eagle, Heteru, versus, I don't know. I had to think about who would the indigenous, with the spear, what would it represent? I had to think about that one. Because, America is a reenactment of Egypt. It is a reenactment of Egypt, so, it is like Egypt versus, or false Egypt versus, a false, native. So you got the eagles flying. By Yogi, Twinique, the wavy one. If you had to make a pick on the game, who you got? Energetically, I believe that the Eagles will win. Just based off the energy, that's what I'm thinking. I think that's the route it's going to go. I know almost, most people are believing that the Chiefs are going to win, which definitely is possible. I mean, especially the way that the refs are, where they work. They're definitely on the Chiefs side. The league is on the Chiefs side, but energetically, I just don't see the Chiefs winning. I just don't think they have the energy to do it. The energy just seems to be in the Eagles' favor, right? In multiple ways. In multiple ways. Let's see. Melanated Queen says, I'm rooting for the Eagles because I'm biased. My cousin used to play for the team. Ashe. I'm not necessarily, I like Saquon, so I lean a little more towards the Eagles only because I like Saquon. But otherwise, as far as teams are concerned, I don't. There was a time I used to like the Chiefs when Priest Holmes used to play for them. So I've always been like a player-based teamster. So if there was a certain player that I like, that was usually the teams that I would go for. And really, I wouldn't even care that much if they even won. I just want to see that particular player get off. So they could lose, but if my player gets off, I'm like, it don't matter. He got his, right? That's always how I've been. Let's see. Graffiti says, I made a business decision to do an Oba painting as well. So I started sketching it out today. Ashe. The way we want Ashe Logas. Also meant to ask you how your basketball team is doing. I talking about the one that I coach for my son's team. Doing pretty well. I think we're 3-1? 3-1? Yes, we're doing pretty well. Loved Priest Holmes and Dante Hall. Dante Hall was also my guy. I know you was on NFL Street. Oh yeah, definitely. NFL Street was the game. NFL Street, NFL Blitz. Philly Pride says, Twinique Ashe. Ashe to the Phillies. Ashe. Yeah, with the game just seems, it's like there's just so much energy on that Eagle side. It's kind of hard to beat energy. Also, I would just say, when I look at the presidency, Donald Trump and how he's moving, it just seems like the Eagles have to win because the Eagle would represent America. So that just makes sense to me. All right. It would be interesting though. The Chiefs won. It would be interesting. Also, the Chiefs, the Kansas City Chiefs, they're from Kansas, right? Which represents the Wizard of Oz, which represents the world of topsy-turvy. A topsy-turvy world, right? For a while there was the Patriots, right, that were winning a lot. And things were very patriotic during those times. And then the Chiefs came along, right? But they're from Kansas, so that Kansas energy, it's puts everybody in a whirlwind, and now you're in this topsy-turvy world called the Land of Oz. The Land of Oz. So that's why we've seen so many crazy things or weird situations and scenarios, and just a totally, interesting America and world really is going into a weird direction, right? But now things are grounding themselves in a sense. So you could say that, we're not in Kansas anymore. Right, so. Right, you have the commander-in-chief, right? You do have the commander-in-chief. Peace to Majine. You do have commander-in-chief, right? Which that was the energy when you had the commanders versus the eagles, and then you had, the Chiefs versus the Bills, right? Yeah, so it's yeah, it is interesting, all the energies surrounding it. Film says random. What are your thoughts about traveling across large bodies? What are your thoughts about traveling across large bodies of water to remove negative spirits, like traveling on a plane to another country? Some people claim this works. Yeah, I mean, it definitely can work with certain spirits. That is not a universal thing. It's not going to work universally with all spirits. It'll work with certain spirits because certain spirits are tied to certain locations. So certain electromagnetic grids. So changing countries, changing continents, even changing states, changing houses, all right, can remove certain spirits. It's not so much of a cleanse, like necessarily, you're not necessarily being, you are being cleansed, you're not being cleansed. It's not that the water itself is cleansing you, it's that you're moving from one electromagnetic field to a new electromagnetic field, and certain spirits just can't move around like that. They can't go into another field like that. Certain spirits can. Certain spirits have a home in multiple places around the world. And they can go wherever you go, right? And then sometimes it might take them a while. Because understand, technically you don't leave them. They're still a part of you. It's just that going into another space can kind of nullify them. So it's like, it's as if they're not there anymore. But they can always return even in that new space if they can find the proper energy around them to stimulate them and to repower them. They can always return. Graffiti says, don't really care about the game, but the K.Con's finna be fire. That is true. Kendrick Lamar is going to be performing, so that'll be interesting to see. That'll definitely be interesting to see. I didn't plan on watching the Super Bowl at all, but the universe apparently wants me to watch the Super Bowl because it moved things in a way. Because I was just gonna catch the highlights later. I don't care to watch it. I typically never cared to watch Super Bowl like that, to tell you the truth. Most Super Bowls I have not watched. But the universe moved things in a way to where it was like, you mind as well? I was like, all right, I guess I'll check it out. So, that's what I'll do tomorrow, since it's made it available to me. See what I download from it. And I may not download a thing from the Super Bowl, but I might download from something else while watching the Super Bowl. I could see Philly getting wild if the Eagles win. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there was like a plane just crashed in Philly like a week ago, I believe. So that was crazy. I don't know. I think that might have been like the second plane or something too. But I know a plane just crashed like in the street in Philly the other day. So, Majine said, "Would you say unconditional love is refusing judgment or allowing judgment and loving anyway?" Um, Unconditional love. Well, let's go into the word judgment. If you have a friend and that friend, it doesn't matter if they're fat or in shape or beautiful or ugly, it doesn't matter. But if that friend, y'all about to go out to eat and they put on, whatever it is that they put on, and you tell them, oh, you look so beautiful, you look so handsome, or you look great, or you just look awesome, you look stunning, right? That is a judgment. If you say, yo, you look fat, you look sloppy, you look ugly, that is a judgment. If you give someone a compliment, you just judge them. If you insult the way someone looks or give them a critique, you just judge them. So if we say that unconditional love is refusing judgment, I could agree with that. But that would mean that you're also not going to judge them in a positive way either. That means you would just... So if they ask like, hey, how does my outfit look? A non-judgmental answer would be, how do you think it looks? And if they say, it looks stupid, then you say, well, then it looks stupid. If they say, I think it looks fresh, you say, well, then it looks fresh. That's what a non-judgmental answer would be. But if you're going to continue to say, give them positive feedback to make them feel good about themselves, or maybe you just really think that they look, good in their outfit, then you're being judgmental. And then if we're basing it off of refusing judgment, then you would not be practicing unconditional love. You might be practicing great sense of caring, or maybe just great honesty, but you're definitely still practicing judgment. So unconditional love can either be allowing for full judgment, positive or negative, and not feeling good or bad about the judgment, just accepting that's what the judgment is. That's just how I feel about this particular thing. Hopefully you can accept it. If you can't accept it, I understand. I'm okay with that. Or unconditional love would be zero judgment, positive or negative. So essentially it has to be either or. Either you're all into judgment, both positive and negative, or you're not into judgment, positive or negative. Now you can switch back and forth. You don't always have to be one for all your life. You could switch back and forth. That would just make you an even higher vibrational of a being, you could say. To where you hold no attachment to the judgment you make or decide not to make. Or you could be the person who does, you could practice both at the same time, where you're always judging people all the time. I think that looks good. I think it doesn't look good. I think that's stupid. I think it's not stupid. I think that's smart. I think that's the right choice. I think that's the wrong choice. I think that's perverted. I think that's mature, right? You can have all of these judgments and just decide that I have this judgment, but it's your life, so, and I'm okay with you choosing however you decide to do it. So I might respond in what seems to be an unjudgmental way with an unjudgmental answer, which is, what do you think about it? What do you think about what you did? What do you think about what you're doing, what you're wearing, the direction you're going? And just go along with whatever they say, but still have your own judgment in your own heart as well, in your own mind, and still be fully accepting and understanding and forgiving of that person, that being. You can definitely do both, but that's how you would do it, though. That's how you would do it. Tiandra says, this live was definitely fire. Duublé, I will have 1 million comments for you on the YouTube replay. Ashe. Mahakala can remove spirits too, Ashe. Transmute them, so to say, Ashe, big time. I used to rap on the porch in the city with K-Dot. So those were the best performances from bro, Ashe, big time. Everyone judge everything but the heart. Let them have their petty, unjust judgments. They didn't create this reality. Ashe. Peace up to the vegan black pinup. Unconditionally, love involves honest judgment. Okay. If you're worried about how it makes you feel instead of honesty, that is a failing of human flesh. I don't know if it's a failing of human flesh, but I get what you're saying. Side-in films, I have to look into Mahakala. Thanks for the info, Ashe. WTF are we basing our judgments on? Ego, wisdom? What are we basing them on? That depends on the person. You're basing them on your perspective. You can only judge based off your perspective. And your perspective is based on how it's been molded up to this point, how it's been influenced or manipulated or, sculpted up to this point. Let's see. Imagine says, does judgment have nothing to do with it? I like that honest judgment is one way to show unconditional love, right? Honest judgment is one way to show unconditional. Well, it's not it is an example, yes, of unconditional love. Honest judgment is an example of unconditional love, right? I don't think that one can really show unconditional love because, who knows whether or not you have unconditional love, except for you. Only you know if it's truly unconditional. The other person can guess and hope and maybe and pray, but no one ever really knows if the other person has unconditional love outside of themselves, right? And the idea is not to try to convince someone that you have unconditional love. I don't spend any time trying to convince my son or my mother or father or Duublé or you guys or the dog, Juju, or anybody. I don't spend any time trying to convince anyone that I have unconditional love for them. Because what does that matter, whether or not they know that? You know? I do spend time, trying to show, there's certain times where I try to show that I have love. But whether it's unconditional love, I'm not too concerned about that part, because that's more what that looks like. The unconditional part is so subjective. But I know what it is, though, on the inside, right? We always talk about what's on the inside. On the inner side of me, I know what it represents. So I know when I'm operating out of unconditional love, or whether I'm operating out of something else. Ego is probably an easy way to say it, and I try to base all of my actions and movements on that. So even when Duublé disagrees with my action or response, or my mother or father disagree, or my son feels a certain type of way, or his mother disagrees with it, no matter how many people disagree with me, which happens all the time, where a lot of things are disagreed about, what I say, what I do, and how I do it, all that thing. But I always ask myself, am I doing it out of ego, or am I doing it out of the unconditional love? And if it's out of ego, then I'll change it. If it's out of unconditional love, then I will stick to it wholeheartedly. And I'll back up what I said or what I did or what have you. Big Time says he says first, some perspectives aren't very broad. I mean, that's true. I'm not saying that, people have the right perspective. I'm just saying that that's what people's judgments are based off of. It can only be based off of your own perspective. That's the only thing it can be judged on. Your ability to judge, your judgmentalness or non-judgmentalness, is based off of your perspective and your perspective alone. How you got the perspective, how you built it, how you created it, how it came about. It's based off of your life, your experiences, your soul, your body, all kind of different things. Your birthday, right? But it's still based off of you. That's there's nothing. That's the most honest thing I could say about that. Is no matter what, it's based off of your perspective. Even if it's copying someone else's perspective, that's what you chose to copy. Okay, well that's your perspective that you're going off of, which happens to be identical to this other person's. Whatever, it's still your perspective. Big Time. Some people think unconditional love is continually lying to someone in order to make them feel better. Right. And, lying, you could definitely be a liar and be practicing unconditional love. It would be, I think, difficult to do, but because usually lying is based off of ego. But if you're lying because you think that is truly if you truly think that this lie is going to assist this person in their growth, then I would say that that's unconditional love. If you really think it's going to assist them in their growth, right? Now, you might be wrong. Just because you're operating out of unconditional love doesn't mean that you're correct in whatever choice you made. Doesn't mean that it's going to give you the results you thought it was going to give you. That's not what it means. But what unconditional love is an intentions type of concept. That's why I said only you know if you're operating unconditional love, because it's based on what are your true intentions. Is it to fully accept, to fully forgive, to fully understand, And is it to fully, be of helpful service and of assistance to that other being, right? Some sort of stimulation to their growth. If you think, at least as long as you think that's what it is. But if there's a part of you that's like, I don't think it's going to. I think this is actually going to create this other thing. I'm really lying to this person just because I'm afraid to tell them the truth. If that's the reason, you gotta. But you see, that's you. You have to be honest with yourself. You just have to be honest with yourself at that point. Am I lying just because I'm afraid, or am I lying because I think that's going to be the most beneficial thing for them? That's something you have to ask yourself. Unfound the realist is piece. I'm gonna circle back, like always I say. Let's see what Marjane says. Peace to graffiti. I think I would be able to tell if another person has unconditional love for me, if they accept me in spite of seeing my shortcomings. That would feel unconditional to me. That's a good indication of unconditional love. I would say that does not guarantee that they have unconditional love. All it guarantees is that that the particular shortcomings that person has experienced from you, they have accepted them. That's all that it means. They have not, see, it's unconditional, right? You're thinking only in the conditions of you. You're thinking, okay, when I'm in this condition, they accepted me. When I'm in these lower conditions, these unsavory, they accepted me. I want you to think about this. There's two things I want you to think about. Number one, there are people who are more accepting of people who are in a lower conditions, who are in their faults, who basically there are people who are actually attracted to shortcomings. There are people who are more attracted to shortcomings than successes, than strengths. Meaning that there are people who will actually love you for your shortcomings, but then when you start to get stronger and you start to improve and grow, they actually now will feel a negative feeling towards you, and they will not accept you in those conditions. So their love was not unconditional, but we have such a one-dimensional way of looking at things. We look at all things typically with one perspective and not seeing at least the opposite perspective. There's really multiple perspectives, but at least seeing the opposite perspective, which is, well, this person accepted me in my shortcomings. That must be unconditional love. Maybe, or they might only accept you because of your shortcomings. Now, that's one thing to think about. The second thing to think about is that a person might accept you for their shortcomings when they're in a successful and strong position in their life. But when they get into a weak position in their life, they might not be able to accept your shortcomings anymore. When the conditions change, see, you thought the conditions were just based off of you. When their conditions change, they might not have that love for you anymore. So then the love still, once again, is not unconditional. There still has to be certain conditions that are met. It might not even have to be the conditions of that person could stay the same. The conditions of you could stay the same. But there's some other person they may meet that they find that they think is better than you, or they might tell them things about how, you know what, you don't deserve to put up with that. I would never do that. I have those skills or whatever. And now all of a sudden they've changed the conditions in that person's mind that used to be fully accepting of your shortcomings, but this other person has convinced them otherwise. The conditions have changed. And in those changed conditions, their love has changed. Right? So these are just things to think about when it comes to unconditional love. It's not as one-dimensional as many of us typically think. And that's how we actually get blindsided, because we think, oh, they have unconditional love for me, you know. And then there may be people who, like say, family members who constantly critique you or don't support your dreams or your choices or your actions. But they might have actually, and they just seem to be so negative all the time or a lot of the time. And they might actually have the unconditional love for you. They might have the unconditional love for you. It can even be a lover of yours who says a lot of negative things or seemingly negative things or just critique a lot of your words or choices. And they might actually have the unconditional love, but because you never really know who has unconditional love or not, the only way you could really tell is if you had unconditional love in your heart, and in that point and in that aspect you could feel, you would be aware enough to know what unconditional love actually is. You would just know it off the rip. So then you could tell that this one person who seems positive you would tell off the rip they don't have unconditional love for me. This other person that may seem negative, you'd be like, they have unconditional love for me. Because I can feel where their heart is coming from. I might not agree or even like the way that they come about it, but I can feel the intent though. But it could be vice versa as well. This negative person could be not have unconditional love, could be just hate or just jealousy in their heart, and this person that's positive could have unconditional love, right? It can go either way, but you never really know based off of just pure actions or even pure, verbiage that they use, right? If anything, if you're not energetically truly able to see it or sense it, then there takes, which none of us really are at this point in our development, because we're not healed enough to do so. Then ultimately the best way to really find out or to figure it out is through years and years and years of experiencing that person, to where you get enough data points to really figure out, do they have unconditional love? Big Time says, seasonal condition is here, not in the internal life. Maybe condition is only a lower self demonstration, I ponder. Well, yeah, I mean, we do have seasons here, so it kind of makes sense that, seasonal conditions exist here, because we have seasons on this planet. Let's see. If I'm wilding or slipping and you embrace me anyway, correct me, of course, but still, well, yeah, I already kind of talked about that. I think it's the opposite, but honest with them 100%. If they accept you, that's unconditional love. Well, once again, as I told you, that there's people who enjoy shortcomings and actually don't enjoy your strength, being strong. If you have to lie, that shows the love is conditional. Well, that's how you feel about lying itself. That's how you feel about lying itself, and I can understand that. But I would have to say that all things are, based off of intent. You're lying because you know if you told the truth, they would revoke the love. You lie because you know the love has conditions. Well, let me show you. Let me give you an example of lying. If you lie, if you tell your children that Santa Claus brings you gifts, if you say that the tooth fairy put money under your pillow, if you, said that the Easter bunny brought the eggs, these are all lies. That does not mean that your love is conditional. You wouldn't say that people's love is conditional for their children when the majority of people in America are telling their kids that Santa Claus is real, the Tooth Fairy is real, the Easter Bunny is real. You wouldn't say that. But those are lies. So, but the intent behind the lie is that people believe that it somehow will create a better childhood, therefore creating a better life experience and having them, have great memories, when they grow up and things like that, right? The intent behind the lie is pure. They don't even look at it as a lie almost, right? So but you're only looking at lying from the ill intent side. You're only looking at it from one perspective. And as an Aquarius moon, my Janae, I would expect you to transcend your one perspective and see many perspectives, because that's what the Aquarius energy is actually supposed to help you do, to see the many perspectives and not just the one. Big time. People who enjoy shortcomings are usually slaves to their own fear of disappointment. Probably. That probably big time. Peace to R Abraxas. Abraxas. That's definitely. I think that's a deity. I know that. I know that's a deity name because I've been looking up deities for the past 2 weeks. So I definitely know that's a deity. Powerful deity name. Peace to Mrs. Last Laugh. Aquarian age is all about truth. I would say it's about it's about a higher. I don't know if it's about truth per se, or I guess, but I do know it's about a higher. I guess you could say, it is about truth. It's about a higher truth, right? A higher level of understanding. A higher level of understanding. Majay said, "Oh, that's true, Ashe." But imagine that you've been pulling. I guess I gotta catch back up to everything you're saying. Constant critiques hurts. Love doesn't hurt. Okay. I can't see some critique, but constant breaks the soul. I would reject that. So you're saying that. But don't they say? Doesn't they? You said critiques hurt. You said love doesn't hurt, but if the truth hurts. But if the truth hurts, does that mean it's not love? If they say the truth hurts, which I would agree. So would that mean that it's not love? That the truth is not love? Does that make the truth something? Does that make the truth hate now? Or some other kind of energy? Majane says, but it's different for kids. Okay, so it's different for children. It's okay to lie to children. But if it's adults, then that's not love. But if it's children, then it's love. I mean, I don't see how it's supposed to differ. But I think that's more of a feeling. I think it feels okay because they're kids. I don't think there's actually a good explanation why it's okay for kids and not to lie to adults. When would you have a pure intent to lie to your romantic partner? That's a great question. I'm going to answer that question. When a wife asks their husband, does this, and they're about to go out to eat, like it's their 20th anniversary. And the wife, she's out of shape. She's not as dazzling as she once was. And the husband knows this, and he's not really that sexually attracted to her anymore. But he loves her, though. But he's not really attracted to her anymore. Like that is just not. And she says, hey, does this dress make me look fat? Do I look fat in this dress? And he says, no, babe, you look beautiful. You're gorgeous in that dress. That is a pure intention. They're about to go out and eat. They're about to go and have a great night to, celebrate the 20 years of their, beautiful relationship. It wouldn't really do him or her any much good for him to then be honest at that point and say, yeah, you do look kind of big, I'm not going to lie. So. And there might be a woman that works at his job or that he sees that comes to his job and she's beautiful and she's maybe 20 years younger. But he's going to lie to his wife, especially in that moment, because he wants his wife to feel loved and he wants his wife to feel beautiful and he wants his wife to enjoy that night so they can have an incredible memory of that night, of that time. Now, if later he may try to, if he decides, he might not have, a lot of times that man doesn't really care to try to make you lose the weight or to try to make you look beautiful. He's already accepted you for the average looking self you already are. But he's going to lie to you and say that you're beautiful because he wants you to not divorce him right now. But he wants you to be happy. He wants you to, feel good about yourself. Because he feels like that's more important. Big Time says, Braxos is the same demon that possesses police to kill brothers. Ashe. They call police cops because the copper badges they used to wear would better conduct the Brax demon into their heart chakra. Ashe. Ashe to that. Big Time says, like the space ghost villain Brax. Okay, you're right. Or RoboCop. Or Braxton White, washed as from the Jamie Foxx show, right? Braxton. Enlil's BSDT, Ashe. Majane, I see where you're going with this, but I don't know, is AHT a sound or is that I don't know. Me personally, I would appreciate his honesty, so you're stuck in your own perspective. I need you to transcend that, Majane. Try to look outside of your own lens. That's not unconditional love. A part of unconditional love is being able to see from everybody's lens, right? I would appreciate his honesty more in a scenario like that. Like, don't insult my intelligence if you see I've changed. I see it too. I don't think you would appreciate that, my Janae, him telling you that on the night of your 20th anniversary and you're about to go out and he tells you anything other than you're beautiful, you would not appreciate that. That wouldn't really make sense. And then the night wouldn't even go right. And you saying that it would is that's a lie. I don't even want to say it's delusion. That would just you be lying to me right now. And I don't believe it at all. There's some things that no matter how you slice it, I'm just not going to believe it. And that's one of those things. And his honesty can motivate me to get back on my game. It could motivate you, but that's not the time to motivate you. When you're about to leave and go out that night, what are you going to do? I'm not going to eat tonight. I'm not going to enjoy. You're going to be thinking about it. Even if you're motivated, you're not going to be motivated to love your husband at that moment. You'll be motivated to get yourself back together, and you can't enjoy each other. You can't. There's a reason why there's a certain level of delusion that God, I'll just say God, right? Just to make it simple, that God has given women, and it's necessary. Because it's that delusion that allows you to have multiple children. Because without that delusion, there's certain chemicals that go off in a woman that allow you to be delusional, so that after you've had the first child and you've gone through the discomfort and the pain of the first child, this delusion will say, I want a second child and a third child, a fourth child, right? So, as much as, honesty can be a great thing, lying and delusion is also a beautiful instrument that is utilized very powerfully and is genetically put into the woman to where she could find a way to lie to herself just so she can have more children and the species can continue. You'll be surprised how useful lying is. But at the same time, yes, we do not want to get stuck in lies. We don't want to always have to lie. But if you but if you can understand and see a person where they actually are in their life, if you can truly see where they are, then, lying might be the best route at that time. I don't lie very often. It's actually very rare that I lie, but every once in a while I will if I feel that is the best option for the overall greater good. I will do it without hesitation. The only reason why I don't lie, the only reason why I very rarely lie, is not because I have any issues with lying. I would lie all the time, every day, if I truly thought it was beneficial. I just don't think it's beneficial, so I typically don't. But I always reserve it in my back pocket, just in case I think, oh, this is a good time to lie, right here. This is that moment. But lying in and of itself, I don't think anything is there's no such thing as right or wrong as far as just the action itself. The only thing I think is right or wrong is I only think it's wrong if it hinders growth. That's my moral compass. Does it hinder growth? Does it aid in growth? If I feel like it's going to hinder growth, then I won't do it. If I feel like it's going to help growth, then I will do it without a second thought. All right. Whether it's murder, whether it's lying, whether it's, revenge, whether it's stealing, whether it's, I don't know, whatever. I will do anything that is considered sinful, wrong, or even evil if I feel like, if I truly believe, if I trust and have faith that that's going to somehow create the growth, and the opposite will create the hindrance. I just haven't found a scenario yet where, for my own life in particular, where murder would be needed for, growth. I have thought of scenarios where it would be, I would do it though, for growth purposes. I have thought of scenarios ahead of time, right? But it's only like one or two that I solidified that I would definitely do it then, right? But I don't have any, I try not to tie my own ego or even, guilt to the choices. I try to only base the choices off of growth versus hindrance. Big Time says, ultimately, I think falsehood is not unconditional. If higher truth is truth, so I'm learning towards all lies being conditional love. Scientifically, a pimp and a hoe is a great example of conditional. I don't know if that's a great example of conditional, to tell you the truth, but I might be the wrong person to talk to. I think there are pimps and hoes that actually do have unconditional love, based off of how I've heard some, pimps and some hoes have spoken about each other, where they totally accepted each other for who they are and see each other for who they are. Like, this is where I'm at in life. This is where you're at in life. This is who we accept each other, and we're going to ride this thing out in this way. I'm not saying it's the best way to live. I wouldn't say that at all. I would not promote or anybody to live that way. But I do think there are pimps and hoes who have unconditional love for each other. I think well, that's just my opinion, though. I don't know which ones have it, because once again, you never really know. But I do think that there are people in all walks of life that have unconditional love that you wouldn't think, because you just couldn't see yourself participating in that lifestyle. Let's see. Martinez says, and the fact that he still loves me, even though I got out of shape, would feel like unconditional love to me. The lie isn't necessary. Maybe pure intentions, but, unnecessary. The lie is necessary. It might not be necessary for you, but once again, it's not about you. And second, we don't know if it's unconditional. We know it's only unconditional in the sense of if the conditions of you changes, but then if some hot woman comes up to that man, the conditions have changed now, and he might not have that same love for you anymore. If this hot 20-year-old comes up to him and wants to, and now he switches, not because you changed, but just because he has a new option that he didn't have before. But people don't think about it that way. They only get caught up in themselves, and they don't realize that that's not what unconditional love isn't just centered around the conditions of you. It's centered around the conditions of everything. Because any outside condition that doesn't have anything to do with you could still affect the person's love for you. That's why a lot of women choose. That's why there's a lot of men and women who get cheated on and didn't expect it, because you thought that the unconditional part was only surrounded around you. You didn't realize that no, there are other conditions you got to think about too that could change this unconditional love you thought you had. I want to give him the best love I have to give. Like, oh, he still loves me and cares even though I'm fluffier, and he loves me enough. Like, well, you know, that's how you feel now. But once again, no woman has ever said that ever in the moment. It's just never been done before. Marjane says, I have Cancer, Mars, and Taurus, Venus. Security is important to me, and a partner and trust is important to me. Lies make me not trust, and I can't love what I don't trust. Well, Cancers actually love to be lied to. Cancers love to be lied to. Just so you know. Tauruses love to be lied to as far as like looks are concerned. As far as looks are concerned, because Tauruses want to be they always want to feel like they're dressed in the now, in the trend. They want to give off a certain esteem, right? If you think about Taurus, think about Egyptians. Think about pharaohs, right? So, no, they want to be lied to. That doesn't, you can say all these different zodiac signs if you want to. I know them pretty well. And every zodiac sign wants to be lied to in a certain way. I'm going to say that again for everybody. In fact, I think I'm going to create a list of how every zodiac sign, how it wants to be lied to. How it wants to be lied to. Let me write that down. Every zodiac sign wants to be lied to. I don't care how honest you may think you are, how much you like honesty. Every zodiac sign wants to be lied to. So lies signify conditional love. I think y'all just have a minute perspective on things. So nothing is comfortable about lies. That's not true. That's just not true at all. There's plenty of people who like being lied to. In fact, it's well known that women actually like being lied to. There's a lot of pimps who lie. There's a lot of players who lie. Like, it's even women who will say, like, flat out, like, just lie to me. And then most women will say, I don't like to be lied to, but they actually, we as men have to deal with women. Women don't have to deal with other women. You can if you want to, but you don't have to. We as men have to deal with women. And what we as men have come to learn is that you actually enjoy the lie. See, I'm a very honest guy. I haven't met a woman that Duublé does not enjoy my honesty. Right? So, I mean, you know. She would rather I actually lie more often. You know, or at least not necessarily lie, but at least maybe say things that I just don't feel like saying at the moment. Maybe, you know, that type of deal, right? So, yeah, it may not necessarily be a lie she wants me to say, but she just wants me to preemptively say a thing that I'm not in that state where I'm thinking about saying that thing, right? Let's see what Majane says. Majane says a certain type of woman may like to be lied to. That certain type of woman is all women. This is the whole. Let me actually. I'm going to prove it to you in one line. I'm going to prove it to you in one line. In one sentence, Majane, I'm going to prove it to you. And after I say it, nothing else will need to be said. Big Time says, if there is truly such a thing as a just kill, then it's more primeval? How do you pronounce that? It's more primeval than evil. I don't know how to pronounce that. I feel like I should be able to pronounce it, but I can't seem to pronounce it. But I'll say. Big Time, listen to Sugar Free. I had a hoe once. She asked me to hit her. I told her this is by choice, not force, but not from her distorted view, so that's conditional. From my experience, they complement lie. Once again, I didn't say that all pimps and hoes were practicing unconditional love, but I do believe that some are. It's just something that that most people can't understand. We can't understand that being unconditional love. Said, not Virgo, tell us the detailed truth. Well, me as a Virgo anyway, it doesn't matter. Everybody wants to be lied to. Everybody wants to be lied to. It's, you know, but at the moment, y'all are lying to yourselves, and it's okay. I wouldn't say that you're lying to yourself. I'm not going to say that. I'm just saying you just don't know yourself enough yet. You don't know yourself enough yet. But one day you'll come to a realization that, dang, I do want to be lied to a little bit in certain ways. If my girl don't look good, I'm telling her, and we ain't going out till she changes. F lying. All right, we'll see how that works out for you, Big Time. We'll see how that works out for you. You know, I'm not against it. I'm not against it. Majane says a certain type of woman may like to be lied to, but not a truth seeker. I don't know any truth seeker women, to tell you the truth. With strong intuition. You know, Cancer is so intuitive. My Cancer Mars can sense a lie before you tell, and we hate it. But said I didn't realize until I heard myself. That may be Duublé's Leo. Well, what's your Venus and Mars, Duublé? If it's fire, you might enjoy the lie. You might enjoy the lie. Support me, right? That's what Duublé wants. Cancer Mars, look at that. Libra Venus. Libra is all about fair and justice and all that. What you gonna say now, Majane? Let's see what Majane. Let's see if she comes up with some nonsense. Maybe it's your Libra, of course. Maybe it's your Libra. We're just gonna make up something real quick. Duublé that likes pleasantry, and now we're talking about the scales of justice is Libra, but somehow it's the Libra that likes the lie. Now you do realize that when you go to a Ma'at is the scales, right? When you do realize that when you go to a courtroom, there's scales, but somehow you have just lied. You're trying to lie to us, Majane, or maybe you're just lying to yourself that somehow the Libra is the part the most truthful sign on the zodiac list because it's supposed to be the scales of justice, and you're going to somehow fix the keyboard to say that maybe it's the Libra. Okay, see, that's why now you've actually just lost all credibility now. You gotta really think about things for you to start typing them. Duublé said, I definitely sense it. I more so want him to lie when it's something I feel strongly about and just want to be supported. Right. What I've done with Duublé is I don't really lie to her, but what I do is I just won't fight it though. Because I'm not, because even though a lot of lying would make her feel good, I just don't feel like it would be good for her. I think it would hinder her growth. So what I'll do is, but at the same time, me telling the truth, sometimes I think will hinder her growth as well. I just don't think she's quite ready for, well, it's just obvious she's not quite ready for all the honesty that I have to offer. So what I'll do is a lot of times I'll just listen. And then I'll just like, all right, and just let it go and let her be about her way. So that way that way I'm not lying, and that way I'm also not being honest either. I'm just accepting what she just said. Libras enjoy things being delivered in a politically correct way, easy to digest way. That may be true, but politically correct doesn't mean lying, though. It doesn't mean it has to be a lie, right? But Cancers like things being put in a politically correct way, in a caring way, in a beat around the bush way, right? But because you have the Cancer, then you want to change the definition to things to fit your perspective. I understand, Majina. Like, just tell me what I want to hear. I also say, tell me what I need to hear, but deep down inside, I want to feel comforted, even if that's from a lie. Ashe, see? Brian T. Bill, thank you, Ashe. Libras don't like harsh delivery. Neither do Cancers. Neither do Scorpios. It's, anyway. My man says Brian T. Bill Ashe, the Brian. My daughter's a Libra. She hates. Neither do Pisces. Pisces do not like being told anything in a direct, aggressive manner, right? You know who else I don't like? Capricorns. Capricorns don't like the truth either. Now, the Capricorn will tell you the truth. They'll tell you the truth quick. A Capricorn don't like the truth if it goes against their truth. Virgos, I'm not gonna lie, Virgos are sneaky. Virgos are sneaky. Virgos are actually really good at lying to your face. They don't want you to lie to them, not because they enjoy honesty. It's because they want to know. They want to know what they're dealing with and who they're dealing with. But a Virgo will lie to someone else quick. Virgos will lie quick. Right. Yeah. But I've done a lot of zodiac sign readings in my day, so I know these signs pretty well. Not just one or two people, not just Duublé and my son and my life. No, I did a lot of I've done at least a few hundred zodiac readings. on people. So I'm pretty aware and pretty knowledgeable about how these signs work, and you know. Big Time said, did you look up your twin Jim Kelly? I did look up Jim Kelly. I did. I could see the resemblance. I did. You know, I am into the martial arts a little bit myself, so I say. Let's see. I think I missed some. Side Film says, how did we get to this convo from Eagles possibly winning? And that's just how the universe works. If she get mad because you tell her the truth, then her love is definitely conditional, not fair. Well, yeah. Did you listen to Chris Rock's when his tambourine? Listen to Chris Rock's tambourine stand-up comedy. Women have unconditional love, or there's only women get unconditional love, children get unconditional love, pets get unconditional love. But the love for a man is conditional. So, you know, but don't take it from me. Take it from someone who's, 20 plus years older than me. Right. And just pay attention to older people. I mean, the elder men will tell you. The elder women will tell you. I mean, I've listened to a lot of elder men and women, and these are the things that they say. You know, they say these things. Men and women 50, 60, 70, 80, like, because by that age, the older people get, the more honest they become about things. And it's us young people. They're even 30, 40 years old. It's us young people that want to, that have these closed minds. Right? Said Virgo's balance, Libras out. The Libras are the balance, so I don't know how that works. The Libras represent balance. Bro, just because you only attract women who lie, don't assume it's millions of fish out there. He said, bro, just because you attract women who lie. I attract women who lie. Why did you say that I attract women who lie? Did I say something about women lying? But I don't know if I did or not. But what I will say is that I haven't I want to say it's there seems to be a very large amount of men and women who date women who seem to have the same sentiment and understanding about the lies that I do. So it doesn't seem to be a, just a one person type of thing. And as far as the Virgos are concerned, I've never dated a Virgo, so I'm not saying that Virgos lie. Maybe that's what you were thinking about. I'm not saying that Virgos lie because I've dated a Virgo. I've never dated a Virgo. Not a sun sign Virgo, no. So I'm not basing it off of someone I've dated before. I've never dated a Virgo before. Yeah. I'm just telling you, I just know what the Virgo energy, does and can do. Right? Perfect example, Beyonce. She's a pretty big liar. Lies about pregnancy, lies about quite a few things. And she's a Virgo. So, you know, Virgos lie. I'm not saying all Virgos lie. I'm just saying that, you know. Not all of anybody lies. Like, no, that's not what I'm saying. Jen Kelly was nice with skills. Carl Scott was another one. Good back then, Ashe. Men and women, Virgos, are substantially different, Ashe. Hey, I'm good with one night stand. If she don't love me unconditionally, she can't expect it. Ashe. Yes, older people don't hold back for anything. Older people don't hold back. They don't hold back. You know, but at the same time, older people, especially, there's a lot of older men and older women who will lie quick just to make someone young or even someone older feel good or feel better because their wisdom and age has recognized the power of a good lie. You know, but maybe some of y'all just gotta get a little bit older before you start understanding. I feel like Duublé really doesn't want a lie. She just wants a kind delivery. You can tell the truth in a supportive way. So, Marjane, so someone told you the truth about lies, and because you couldn't accept it, you had to spin it. She said it out of her mouth about how she wants to lie, and you still couldn't accept it. See, that's just a you thing. You just can't accept certain things. If it doesn't fit your reality, you just can't accept it. If it doesn't fit your world perspective, you just can't accept it. You know, that's a you thing you got to work on, Marjane. Yeah, that's why I said I don't think she wants a lie, just a supportive delivery. But then Duublé says it don't matter about the kind delivery. I don't want supportive delivery, but that doesn't mean he will support my decision. I mean, I do want support delivery. Doesn't mean he will support my decision. Yes. I'm Capricorn Moon, right, Ashe? Will never make me believe Cancer's like lies. Cancer Mars especially, too much of detective to accept a lie. Well, you know what? I have a Cancer Moon. I have a Cancer Ascendant, what's it called? The Ascendant sign. I was born on a Cancer day at 2. Right, I have a pretty significant amount of Cancer in my chart. I have Cancer in some other places too, but I have Cancer in some of the most strongest parts of a person's chart and birthday, right? And I enjoy being lied to in certain ways. The person that I want to lie to me the most, I want it to be my partner. Because I'm a Cancer, my relationship partner, I actually want them to lie to me to spare my feelings. I also got Cancer in my Chiron, right? I want my partner to lie to me, spare my feelings. Unfortunately, I don't get that courtesy. They tell me the truth, and then it'd be like overly truthful too. So I mean, it's crazy. And it hurts my feelings. So I wish I received more lies. I pick and choose when I'm okay with the truth. Oh shit, right? She gonna blame it on the Capricorn, the Libra, of course. Where he get that from? He trolling. But I was going to say the one sentence that trumps everything is what? Happy wife, happy life. That, and there was not a woman on the planet I'm not gonna say not a woman, because there's women now that are like waking up to the realizing the delusion of things, right? But before the delusion was start waking up and the red pill started happening, there's not a woman who would disagree with happy wife, happy life, right? And the perspective of happy wife, happy life is go with whatever the woman says. Go with whatever the wife says. So that means, man, lie and say that she is right. That means the woman is always right. So that means the man has to lie to her, to himself, saying that you're right, hun, you're right, sugar, or whatever they say, right? You're right, wife. That's what the whole happy wife, happy life narrative comes from. Lie to your wife and says she's correct all the time. It's based off of a lie. It's based off of lying. Women want to be lied to. Say I'm right. Always say I'm right. Right. Now there is another side that women don't want to be lied to. They at the same time they do want a man who's going to just tell them the truth, to be honest with them. So it's like this. It's a double-edged sword. It's a catch-20, maybe catch-22, I guess you could say. But it's like it's a better. I think the most honest way to say it is all women want to be lied to, and all women want to have the truth told to them at the same time. All women want the truth and the lie at the same time. So I try to accomplish that I try to energetically give the truth. To Duublé, for instance. I try to energetically give her the truth. But then verbally allow her lie to flourish, to have its time in the sun, right? I'm not going to just come out and be like, yeah, you're right. No, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to do that. But if what she's saying, though it may be not the truth or it may be wrong, if it's not too detrimental to her health or my health, then I'll be like, okay, that's cool. Sure. Right? Just kind of just like let it roll off. But energetically, she can feel that I'm like, I don't know about that one. Right? So, that's how I play the game, where how I'm able to give her the truth and the lie at the same time. So I feel that's why it's up to the star seeds you to break generational curses. You would think you and your wife would consult the tarot before telling any lies or truth. Consult the tarot. I used to do things like that. I used to consult the tarot, but it just it just takes time doing that all the time, and then two, I started to recognize that I didn't really need the tarot to know. If I want to know, then I can just know, right? So, and I've come to find that I do know. It took me a while to really start to trust that I know, right? I had to go through a few scenarios of back and forth arguments with, not necessarily with Duublé, yes, but then also with other women that I had been in relationships with. Many years of back and forth arguments before I started to really just trust that, I know that this is a lie. I know there's a lie here. I know. I don't need to go back and forth with this person. I know. Or I know this is the truth as well. Yes, someone has to break those curses, Ashe. The truth softly and sweetly. So I think that's because y'all both have Leo placements. Don't blame it on Cancer. Leo likes the lies. You will find any way. I have one Leo placement in my whole chart. One Leo. And that's the thing you're going to... I'm sure, Janae, you know what? Go ahead, give me your chart. Give me your whole birthday and time. And let's see what zodiac signs you got in there. And when I start pointing things out, I want you to then try to wiggle your way out of it. Martin says, happy spouse, happy house. That is the new term that is being said. Well, not really being said, but that's a new term that was created, right? But people don't live by that. They live by happy wife, happy life. Right, you know. I don't live by either one because neither one of them are... I don't think there's anything wrong with happy wife, happy life. I don't think there's anything wrong with the happy house, happy spouse, happy house. But there is an issue with people, meaning our... because you can't really have a happy anything in a business culture. So... or just to prove what a big time says, you would F arguing. Let's look at the tarot. Let's look at the tarot, Ashe. You know, well, I was in a relationship with two women for a total of 2 years, you know, consistently, right? And Duublé was one of them at the time. So that's like having a relationship with two at the same time. It's like being in a relationship with one for like 10 years. It's like it's like or I'll say like 1 year with two is like 3 years with one, because of the level of like everything just speeds up. Your arguments speed up, your good times speed up. It's just like it just speeds up. So you go through all the ups and downs and emotions and everything a lot faster, a lot quicker, right? And you have to respond as a man a lot faster and a lot quicker to those things. So that being the case, I have a really good understanding of just, I really gained a really thorough understanding of how, you know, just women, how women are. Yeah. And going to the tarot, not really the answer. Or separate households. Was poly with separate households. I don't know why you put the or, but it was poly in separate households. see graffiti back in the building. Someone definitely pregnant. I downloaded. I fished up a large fish from a river. I don't know. Maybe you got somebody pregnant in graffiti. I don't know. Capricorn, no. Oh, see, look at that Capricorn. You got that Capricorn, imagine that. I don't know. You might enjoy being lied to. I don't know. Hold up. Aries Sun, Aquamarine, Aries Rising, Aries Mercury. Scorpio, girl, yeah. Now, Scorpios do not like being lied to. I will say that. Scorpios do not like being lied to. Aquariuses, they like being lied to in certain ways. Aries like being lied to in certain ways. But Scorpios, I would say they do not. I would say that Scorpio definitely does not like being lied to in any type of way. They don't care what it is. That energy does not like being lied to in any type of way. Capricorns don't like being lied to either, but they don't want you to tell them the truth. That if your truth goes against their truth, they just don't want you to say nothing. So that's how Capricorns are when it comes to lying. Big Time says poly, usually the same house from the people who practice it in Islamic fashion. Well, yeah, that's one culture, Islamic, right? But you can't base it off of one culture, right? When you say poly, it's not owned. A poly relationship or marriage is not owned by one culture, right? In that culture, they might have, like you said, one household usually, and that's fine. And then some cultures or in some households, there's multiple households. In certain, it depends, right? Like for instance, Shaka Zulu's mother, which I think was Queen. Was it Nzinga or was it Queen? I can't remember which queen it was that Shaka Zulu's mother was. But whoever Shaka Zulu's mother was, it wasn't Queen Nani's. I think it was Queen Nzinga. Shaka Zulu was the result of a poly relationship. And his mother was married to a king or a chief or whatever. And he was married to multiple women from multiple kingdoms in Africa. So his wives lived in totally different countries, right? And so that's a historical example there. So in love, no, Majane, you don't hate lies, you just hate knowing it's a lie. You don't hate lies, Majane, you hate knowing it's a lie. Which is how everybody is. I think there's oils or something on this. I need to make my nose itch. Nobody likes a lie knowing it's a lie. But, plenty of people like being lied to They just don't want to know it's a lie. That's really what I'm getting at. And I always know my Cancer Mars knows, and my Cancer South Node, Duublé knows. I suppose so. But a Cancer is all about love, and a Cancer is all about nurturing, and a Cancer is not about, Cancers are not about motivation, right? So when you say you get motivated from someone telling you the truth and saying that you're overweight or whatever, that would be your Aries side that's motivated and wants to know that you're lacking. That would not be your Cancer side. Your Cancer side will be the side that doesn't like certain things. Your Cancer, it is intuitive, but it's more intuitive on how other people's like feelings are, what they're going through, things like that. The side of you that could feel like a partner lying to you would be more than likely your Scorpio side. The Scorpio energy can feel that energy, a deceit coming from a partner that's more likely the Scorpio side of you. But I can see why you would say the Mars and this Cancer, because Scorpio represents Mars as well as Pluto as well. Both Aries and Scorpio represent like Mars and Pluto. Well, yeah, you're not comfortable with a lie that you know is a lie, of course, right? But that's more than likely your Scorpio side, right? But see, I also have that Scorpio side, but I don't have a whole lot of Scorpio though. I have like a little bit of Scorpio, but I have a lot of Cancer, so I can actually be pretty comforted in certain lies. But at the same time, I don't want to know it's a lie, but I don't want to know it's a lie, but I would appreciate if you lie about certain things. I don't need to know truth about everything. Big Time says, I want to say all these Super Bowls are symbolic of the fifth dimensional chess game being played here. The Chiefs represent just that, the indigenous chiefs of the land who wake the Eagles, U.S. Corp, etc. Ashe. Right, I do think to an extent the Chiefs represent the indigenous, right? I think that the Buffalo Bills represented that more. I think the Chiefs represent $5 Indians, to tell you the truth. That's how I see it. I think the Chiefs represent the $5 indigenous being. That's just my own personal take. I think the Buffalo Bills represent the actual indigenous people. And another reason why I see that, because of, you think about the Colorado Buffalo, the Boulder, Colorado Buffaloes, right? They also represented the actual indigenous people, right? And both Buffaloes lost. Both Buffaloes lost in their championship games, right? So I don't think, even if, that's why I don't want the Chiefs to win, really, energetically, because that would energetically lean more towards the $5 Indian energy being on top. Piece of swag, family, Sierra. Not to mention the ex-NFL player have blown the whistle. It's all fixed games ritual. Ashe. So I think we've done enough for tonight, so we'll go ahead and wrap it up. I figure since we're not doing it tomorrow night, might as well push it as far as we could go tonight. So go ahead and say Ashe, Asante, and Amen. Ime Kamalika, it is done. And Duublé will be back on tomorrow, probably like around noon or 1-ish, somewhere around that time. And I will see y'all all next time on Monday night. Ashe.